A and B are finite set. So what do you mean by finite set? Set which is countable. Students who will play both cricket and football. When it comes to both, it is nothing but intersection. Take the complement of A union B. That is what your A dash intersection B dash. 40 like cricket, 10 like both cricket and tennis. How many like tennis? Hello everyone. A warm welcome to one and all. This is your Shruti ma'am lecturing in Vidyashram, the Temple of Excellence, Mysore. So welcome to the last and the sixth session of the chapter sets. So before going to today's session, let us recall what we have learnt in our previous session. So in the previous session, we have learnt how we will take a difference of any two sets and its complement. So when it comes to the difference of sets, suppose you have a set A minus B, then you are writing only the elements of A. So elements of A, that means all the elements which are in A, but they must not contained in B. That means you should not write any common elements, but you are supposed to write only the elements of A. And in the same way, B minus A means write only the elements of B, but they must not present in set A. Similarly, the complement of set, this is same as difference of set, but here the universal set will give complement of any set. So if you want the complement of any set, then you should subtract or you take a difference of universal set and the given set. So A dash represents the elements which are not in A. So in today's session, we are discussing some practical problems on union and intersection of sets. Along with this, you need all the concepts of difference and the complement also. So let us start with the cardinality of counting the elements of A union B, A intersection B, A and B. So here we have a statement. So the first statement says, if A and B are finite set. So what do you mean by finite set? Set which is countable. Then number of elements in A union B. N represents the cardinality. Cardinality means number of elements in the given set. So the number of elements in A union B is equal to number of elements in A plus number of elements in B minus number of elements in A intersection B. So if you want the sum of A union B, then you have to take the sum of all elements of A and B, then subtract with elements in A intersection B. Next, suppose if A intersection B is disjoint. What does this means? A and B do not have any common elements. Then, if they do not have any common elements, then what is the cardinality of A intersection B? How many elements will present in A intersection B? No elements. So, therefore, number of elements is 0. So, therefore, the formula becomes number of elements in A union B is only the sum of elements in A and elements in B. We'll take a problems on this. Here I have question given. If X and Y are two sets such that X union Y has 50 elements, X has 28 elements, Y has 32 elements, find elements in X intersection Y. So convert the formula in terms of X and Y where you have learnt in A and B. Now if I write this, so what does this statement says here? Number of elements in union is equal to sum of elements in A and B, then subtract elements in A intersection B. So therefore here number of elements in X union Y, how much they have given? 50. Number of elements in X, how much? 28. Number of elements in Y, how much? 32. What I am supposed to calculate? Number of elements in X intersection Y. So these type of questions are compulsory questions for 2 or 3 marks in your examination. So let me convert it into statement now. Number of elements in X union Y is number of elements in X plus number of elements in Y minus number of elements in X intersection Y. So we need to find out this. So this is 50 is equal to 28 plus 32 minus X intersection Y. Now add this. How much you will get? 60. Shift 50 that side. X intersection Y this side. So number of elements in X intersection Y is equal to 60 minus 10. That is equal to 10. So therefore, X intersection Y have 10 elements. Next question. In a school, there are 20 teachers who teach mathematics or physics. So remember, when you come across the word or, that means it is union. Because what is the statement of A union B? Elements in A or elements in B. So therefore, in a school, there are 20 teachers who teach mathematics or physics. Of these, 12 teach mathematics, 4 teach both physics and mathematics. How many teach physics? So what is given? Let me write down. So I'll take as intersection of M and P to represent mathematics and physics. So what is number of teachers who are teaching both maths or physics? So M union P will be 20. Number of teachers who are teaching only mathematics is 12. Who teach both? Who teach both means intersection. So that is 4. What I am supposed to calculate? Number of teachers who teach physics. So let me convert this into statement. So number of elements of M union P, number of elements in M, number of elements in P minus number of elements in M intersection P. So this is given 20, 12, N of P minus 4. So 20 is equal to 8 plus N of P. If you want N of P, subtract 20 minus 8. How much you will get? So 12. So that is equal to N of P. So therefore, how many teach physics? 12 teach physics. Next statement. In a class of 35 students, 24 like to play cricket, 16 like to play football. Each students like to play at least one of the two games. How many students like to play both cricket and football? So out of 35 students, all students will play either cricket or football. So what does that mean? So I'll take the union of football and cricket. So cricket and football. Since all the students will play, the number of students who will play cricket or football will be 35. Number of children or students who will play only cricket is 24. Number of students who will play only football is 16. I have to find out students who will play both cricket and football. When it comes to both, it is nothing but intersection. Write down the given statement now. So it is N of C union F, N of C, N of F minus N of C intersection F. So this is 35, 24 plus 16 minus N of C intersection F. So 35 is equal to, so this is 40 minus C intersection F. So shift 35 this side and N of C intersection F will be equal to 40 minus 35, that is equal to 5. So therefore what I can conclude? So therefore 5 students play both cricket and football. So just convert the statement to the mathematical formula. Then you will get the proper answer for the given question. Next, in a survey of 400 students, 100 were listed as taking apple juice, 150 taking orange juice, 75 listed taking both apple and orange juice. Find how many students were neither taking apple juice nor orange juice. So here a 400 student is given, but they are not telling you all the students will take apple juice or orange juice. They have specified out of 400, 100 are taking apple juice. So let me write number of students who are taking apple juice. How many? 100. Next they have given 150 taking orange juice. So N of O is 150. Next 75 are taking both apple juice and orange juice. What I have to calculate here? So neither apple nor orange. So that means what? If they are taking apple juice, they are 100. Nor apple juice means A dash and nor orange juice. So that is B dash. So here what I am supposed to calculate? First, I have to calculate the people who are taking both apple juice as well as orange juice. So that means what? I am supposed to calculate here A union B. Then what is this 400? So this 400 is your universal set. So first let me find A union B. Then I'll take the complement of A union B. That is what your A dash intersection B dash. So according to this formula, I have to first calculate the number of students who are taking apple juice or orange juice. So therefore here N of A union O is N of A plus N of O minus N of A intersection O. So therefore 100 plus 150 minus 75. So therefore N of A union O. What does this represent? Students who are taking apple juice or orange juice. So 175 students. So what does this represent? 175 students are taking both apple juice or orange juice. Now what I have to calculate? Find how many students who are taking neither apple juice nor orange juice. Then I have to find the complement number of students who are not taking both apple juice or orange juice. So this is nothing but number of students minus number of students who are taking apple juice or orange juice. That means 400 minus 175. This is equal to 225. So out of 400 students, 225 students are not taking both apple juice as well as orange juice. So the concept of complement is used to calculate or to find the number of students who are taking neither apple juice nor orange juice. Next question. In a group of 400 people, 250 speak Hindi, 200 speak English. How many people can speak both Hindi and English? So very easy, convert them into statement. So we have number of people speak Hindi and English. So Hindi and English will be 400. Number of people speak Hindi is 250. Speak English 200. I have to find who will speak both Hindi and English. So let me convert this into formula or a statement. So it is N of H, N of E minus N of H intersection E. So here I have 400, 250 plus 200 minus N of H intersection E. So 400 is equal to 450 minus N of H intersection E. So if you calculate this, you will get N of H intersection E as 450 minus 450. So therefore 50 people will speak both Hindi and English. Next, a direct problem with S and T or 2 set. S has 21 elements and T has 32 elements. S intersection T has 11 elements. What is or how many elements does S union T contains? So therefore number of elements in S union T is nothing but N of S plus N of T minus N of S intersection T. So that is 21 plus 32 minus 11. So that is equal to 42. Therefore, number of elements in S union T is 42. Next, in a group of 70 people, 52 like tea, 37 like coffee. Each person likes at least one of the two drinks. How many people will like both coffee and tea? Simple, out of 70 people, either they like coffee or tea. So therefore, my number of people who will like coffee or tea is 70. Who will like coffee is 37 and who like tea is 52. I have to calculate number of people who will like both coffee and tea or both drink coffee and tea. So therefore, N of C union T, N of C plus N of T minus N of C intersection T. So this is 70, 37 plus 52 minus N of C intersection T. So now 70 plus 89 minus C intersection T. So when you subtract, you will get the number of people who will drink or who will like both coffee and tea is 19. So conclude the statement by 19 people like both coffee and tea. Next, in a group of 65 people, 40 like cricket, 10 like both cricket and tennis. How many like tennis? So here is the question given. 65 people is given. So let me take it as number of people who like cricket and tennis. So that is 65. And who like cricket is 40. And who like both cricket and tennis is 10. I have to calculate who like tennis. So the same statement. So C union T minus N of C plus N of T minus N of C intersection T. So who like cricket or tennis is 65. Who like cricket is 40. Who like tennis have to be calculated. Who like both is 10. So 65 is equal to 30 plus N of T. So therefore, your N of T will be 65 minus 30, which is equal to 35. So therefore, 35 people like tennis. So this is how we practically solve the number of elements in A union B, A intersection B, A or B. So this general statement can also be used to find out number of elements when they are unknown for any two of the sets from A or B when their union and intersection are known. So in the chapter sets, you have learned representation of sets and types of sets, equal sets, power sets, subsets, intervals of subsets, operations of sets such as union, intersection, difference and its complement and its application in practical problems. So learn every concepts in detail. So from the chapter sets, you will be getting 1 mark, 2 marks and 3 marks question. So it is very easy to solve when you know all the definitions and the statements to solve the problems given on sets. So we'll meet you in the next session with a new chapter. Until then, keep watching, keep learning and keep exploring. Thank you.